What's up? It's Kaylee Cuoco. When it comes to travel, we all have a happy place. I just went to my happy place. I just went to Maui, and it was truly amazing. Priceline has always been about getting you to your happy place for a happy price with deals you really can't find anywhere else. Like up to 60% off select hotels in Costa Rica or 5-star hotels for 2-star prices in Cabo.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
A Call from the Future. I'm Jason Horton.
I'm Rebecca Lieb.
And this is Ghost Town.
Jason, I'm going to show you a painting, and you tell me what you see.
I see a woman in a field, maybe walking on a path. She's wearing like a red hat.
Bonnet,
yeah.
Right? Like some kind of headwear.
Some kind of headwear.
Of the time.
It looks like 1700s, 1800s, very old timey. Mm-hmm. And it looks like she's on the iPhone 15. Is this a commercial for the iPhone 15?
Not quite. This painting, completed in 1860, is called The Expected One, and it is made by Austrian artist Ferdinand Georg Waldmüller. For context, Waldmüller is one of the most famous painters of the Biedermeier period. The Expected One depicts, like you said, a young woman. She's walking down a dirt path. She's surrounded by trees and shrubbery with quiet, rolling hills in the background. On the right, there's a young man. He's waiting for her with the pink flowers, kind of on one knee. But like you said, it's not really about what's around her that we're going to talk about, but what she is holding. Is it an iPhone? Whatever it is, it has created an intriguing online conspiracy theory. The strange thing that the girl's holding was first noted by Peter Russell, a retired local Glasgow government officer, and his partner, when they paid a visit to the new Pinakothek, I am sure I'm saying that wrong, a museum of 18th and 19th century art in Munich. It didn't make sense, but Russell couldn't unsee the painting subject holding an iPhone 15, 12, which to him was painted realistically. A small box, the correct size, even the light from the object on the girl's clothing, and even the way that she's looking at it, engaging with it, not watching where she's walking, completely absorbed in whatever she's holding. It sounds familiar. It sounds like a smartphone. Quote, "What strikes me most is how much a change in technology has changed the interpretation of the painting, and in a way has leveraged its entire context," said Russell, who occasionally blogs about culture and writes poetry. So as soon as the photo of the painting and observation about the object that the girl is holding was posted, the internet ran with a pretty fun conspiracy theory that the painting depicts a young woman who is actually holding an iPhone 12. That the painting is a record of a time traveler, or premonition, or predictor of the modern technological age. The first ever iPhone was released to the public in 2007, so nearly 150 years before, theorists believe, perhaps, Ferdinand Georg Waldmüller had been given some kind of clue or visitation by someone from the future. More after the break.
Angie is your home for everything home. And they've made it easier than ever to connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. If you own a home, you know how much work it can take, whether it's everyday maintenance and repairs or making dream projects a reality. It can be hard just to know where to start. But now, all you need to do is Angie that and find a skilled local pro who will deliver the quality and expertise that you need. Angie has over 20 years of home service experience, and they've combined it with new tools to simplify the whole process. Bring them your project online or with the Angie app, answer a few questions, and Angie can handle the rest from start to finish. Or help you compare quotes from multiple pros and connect instantly. Which means you can take care of just about any home project in just a few steps. Because when it comes to getting the most out of your own home, you can do this when you Angie that. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
I love this idea that the painting shows a time traveler or woman who picked up a time-traveling artifact or some kind of look into our future. But of course, it is pretty far-fetched. According to modern art critics, it doesn't even make sense. which also does make sense. After all, a phone would need power, a cellular network, and a tower for a signal. To this I say yes, but someone who found such an artifact in the past would still be fascinated by it. So that's a argument in favor of the conspiracy theorists. According to art historians, there's actually a simple explanation to the controversial object held by the painting's subject, the young woman. The woman is said to be holding a prayer book, not an iPhone, which is a similar size and shape and is much more germane to the time and place that the painting was made and depicts, of course, than an iPhone. Quote, the girl in this Waldemüller painting is not playing with her new iPhone, but is off to church holding a little prayer book in her hands. Gerald Weinpolter, CEO of the art agency Austrian Paintings.at, told Vice. The glow of the Bible is indicative of the importance of the bound book, something the girl finds of particular weight. I think, perhaps, that's what someone covering for time travelers would say. But what do I know? I use an Android. Just kidding, of course I don't use an Android.
Why?
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Why?
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Why?
Why?
If you
Why?
have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.